happening? So let's hold on. Bear with me for a moment. What's going on with my connection? Okay, there we go. So if you keep living long enough, and as you go through your experiences in life, if you're able to understand the process that you're going through, building yourself up, you know what I'm saying? It's important for you to recognize the flaws, you know, because I personally feel my opinion when you're able to recognize a lot of the mistakes and a lot of the pitfalls that you encounter in life, taking the L basically, when you can be able to get an understanding of your position and what you go through, and you're able to make those corrections, you're able to make those changes with yourself first, I personally believe that's when you start beginning to win. But first, you got to go through that pain. First, you got to go through those steps, that journey of life. Now, you're going to get help along the way. Yes, you're going to get some help. But while you're getting that help, you have to pay attention to what's happening to you. You have to pay attention to your surroundings. Who's there for you? Who's really not there for you? Who call you they friend, they bestie, huh? That's my partner. When you're going through those painful moments in life, that's when you find out who's truly in your corner. That's when you find out who's really real for you, who's really down for you, and who's just around because it's beneficial right now. See, everybody, like been saying for a while, most individuals that's not really there for you, oh, they down when it's time when it's things going on. It's something that's benefiting for them. Yeah, they will be around for that. They will be around for it. But when you start going through that painful stage, when you start going through those things in life, where things are not looking as fun. It's not looking like the popular thing to do. When it's looking like, oh man, I got to actually go out here and work for something. I got to actually pursue things. That's where that pain come in at, huh? Because it's not all glitz and glam. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, you're going to go through those painful steps as well because when you go through those issues that you have that you're going to encounter in some type of way, it can be relationship, losing your job, thinking that promotion was going to come through, huh? Thinking that this person, this individual, these group of people was going to be there to support you and they're not. When you thought you was going to get that you know, you was going to get recognized for something and it didn't happen. You thought this was going to be a life-changing situation and it didn't come through for you. That's where that pain starts. Somebody you in a relationship with put you in a bad situation. You're going through a divorce, huh? Could be related to your kids. Kids didn't plan out the way you anticipated life to go for them. That's where that pain is. But your emotions, Your emotions, your emotions will determine how you handle it. Because you can't control other people. You cannot control other people, but you can control how you handle the situation. Huh? That's where you have control. Your control is with yourself. Your control is how you approach things, how you handle things. And that's why I said, in a few videos, especially to my men out there, because like I said, I'm a man first. You can't be too emotional to where you putting yourself in a bad situation. And with the Hassan Campbell, no disrespect to you. I'm not coming at you. This is not me trying to diss you or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, with the whole Hassan Campbell situation where everybody coming at him. Now, I don't condone a lot of the things he say, but when you talk about what happened to him, as a kid, that's disrespectful. Anybody that's promoting that, anybody that's trying to use that to throw it back in his face, get views, whatever, that was a little kid, man. So for anybody out there that got an issue with homeboy, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I do not know him. This is not a diss. This is not me coming at him in no type of fashion. That's not what I'm saying. My point of saying it is this. You got to be careful how you allow your own personal pain to affect your emotions. Because when you get too emotional and you do drastic situations, are you willing to do life for that? Huh? Are you willing to stay dedicated to that? Or are you just doing that because that's the popular thing to do? You know what I'm saying? So, with the whole Hassan Campbell situation, like I said, what happened to him and how people keep talking about that, that's a trauma that you can't take back. That's trauma that person, that dude have to deal with for the rest of his life. And for anybody to feel like that's something cool to continuously talk about, that really tells a lot about your personal pain, huh? That talks a lot about your emotions. Cause you using that. Cause when I feel like when somebody try to come at another person at their lowest level in life, whatever that was, now I'm talking in general right now. When a person come after somebody, especially when they a kid, where they not a grown adult, for anybody to glorify anything that happened to an individual, that shows your real character. It shows your pain and your emotions, that you really a weak individual out here. Because anybody that prey on a weak on a minor or somebody less than, or because you're bigger than them, just because you know you can overpower them, that don't make you hard. That don't make you, oh man, I handled this situation. I handled this individual. That don't make you, that don't make you tough. That don't make you gangster. That don't make you a stand-up individual in the paint. It just shows that you really a little boy out here your damn self. That really shows that you really not who you say you are. Because if you a giant, giants supposed to fight giants, not ants. If you somebody that you feel like you that individual, whoever you are, why you gonna go after little kids, man? Better yet, why you gonna glorify something that happened to kids, man? To a kid, huh? So make that make sense. Whoever you are, This is not for one particular person, no single individual. This is in general. I am speaking. So when you speak on things that happen to minors and you speak on it from a place of malice, when you speak on it to put that person down because you don't like their content, you don't like how how they say certain things. Man, I don't like a lot of stuff this people do, but for me to come at them just because I don't like them, that ain't what I do. Because if I consider myself a giant, if I consider myself, you know what I mean, great at what I do, I want to be challenged by great individuals. I don't want to take advantage of somebody less than, because it really shows how weak I am. So for anybody that's coming at that man and glorifying what happened to him, that really tells a lot about you. That really tells how small you are. It really tells how you have a lot of insecurities and emotional issues your damn self. Do you feel? See, I'm not here to bring the fluff. You new to my channel? Let me give you a little bit of game about me. What I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Sean B. Stoller. Do you feel me? You know? Because I've been sitting back watching YouTube. I'm a student of the game. I know my channel was new, but I'm a student of this game. I watch a lot of different content creators, no matter how big, how small you are. And one thing I dislike the most is when somebody consider themselves, you know, a street dude, or they've been doing YouTube for a long time, but yet you want to go to the lowest point of a person's life when it was a minor and to glorify that so it can help boost you up, or at least you think it is, to real individuals like me. That don't make you look any better, bruh. It actually make you look weak. It actually make you look less than. Because if you feel like you great at what you do, I mean, look at somebody like Michael Jordan in basketball. He wanted to play against great individuals, so when he beat them, they can't say nothing. They can't say, "Oh man, you was beating somebody that was injured, and what I mean, had half the team. Half the team wasn't even playing. Who wants to win a championship that way? I mean, yeah, you get the ring, but nobody respects you. You need more people. Do you feel? So I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't respect it, especially to you guys out here. Mostly guys. I don't see too many females on YouTube talking crazy. It's mostly some of y'all dudes out here, man. Y'all looking real crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it. And my thumbprint of my video tonight is pain and emotion. I basically was bringing that up because it ties into my story here. You know what I'm saying? And even in your own personal situation, man, when you go through things in life, things are not going to be great for you over time. Like, you're going to deal with certain things. If you live long enough, I'm in my 40s. Once you start getting older, you start experiencing life. I don't care what your financial status is. You're going to go through things, especially if you have kids, you get in a relationship, you get married, you in long-term relationship, you're going to have some ups and downs. You're going to have some pain that comes with that on many different levels, but your emotions is the thing that will hold you together. See, it's all about controlling yourself. Because, like I said, you can't control nobody else, but you can control how you approach things, how you handle things based on the pain that you receive. And like I said, it come in many different variations, but it's all about how you handle it. And you don't want to be too emotional where you say the wrong thing at the wrong time, or better yet, you don't want to get too emotional where you get too physical and things go way too far than what you anticipated it to be. But you only get that if you really start to tap in with yourself, get an understanding of yourself, Because just think about it. If you have kids, your kids are looking up to you. You know what I mean? Or it don't have to be your own kids. It could be anybody that's being influenced by you. A lot of your actions, the people that's around you, especially if it's little kids involved, they're paying attention to how you handle things. And if you get too emotional, you're gonna bring that over to your kids, man, and to your relationship. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to get an understanding of yourself and show that, hey man, I'm going through something, but I'm not gonna be so irrational where I put myself in position where now I'm going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Or I put myself in a bad situation because I got too emotional. Huh? Somebody hit your car, now you about to ram your car into them because you mad they hit your car? No, what you need to do is pull over, get their number, call, if you need to call the police, call the insurance company, whatever. You handle things the right way. So you protecting yourself, and at the same time, things are being handled accordingly. The only way you get that is you paying attention to how you handle things and look at how the things that you do well and the things that you don't do well. You know what I mean? And if you're not good at that, then try to find you to get you a team together. That's where that relationship comes at for most people. You try to get you a partner that look out for your weak points. You know what I'm saying? You want a partner that benefits you just like you benefit them. You know what I mean? But it's all about that pain and that emotion that you have, how you handle that, how you cradle that. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I can tell you, I've been through a lot of ups and downs. I took a lot of L's. Like I said, I'm in my 40s. When in my early 20s, I owned my first house, and I lost it in my early 30s because I was too emotional. I'm just spending money too fast, taking trips here, going there. Now here come the pain. Because I wasn't handling things the right way, I created pain for my own self. Because I was too emotional, too excited to go all these different places and buy all these things, I put myself in a bad situation financially. But I had to go through that for me to have an understanding. Now, of course, it could have been prevented, but I didn't have no OG. I didn't have nobody like me right now talking on this mic trying to give you the game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nobody in my corner that was looking out for my best interests. It was most of the friends I had back then was only around me because of what I was bringing to them, the trips that I was going on. You know what I mean? We going to the hookah lounge. We going over here, going to the club, going to different places to party. I got a lot of friends for that. But when it's time to build, when it's time to talk about finances and trying to, you know, put myself in a better position, I didn't have a lot of a lot of support in that situation. Do you feel? You know? So that's why I say you got to understand that. You got to understand it. You know what I mean? Because when you have that understanding, things go for you a whole lot different. When you have that understanding, your relationship goes a whole lot different, you know? And like I said in my last video, when you're going through life, you're going to have ups and downs. You're going to have that pain. It's going to be a lot of things you're going to go through. But what you want to do, what my recommendation is for you to always try to find something positive in the pain. There's something positive in that pain to keep you pushing forward. Something in that pain where, you know what, I'm taking this L, I'm going through this bad situation, but I still live to see another day. You use that pain in a positive way to put yourself in a better position, and now you in position. You know what that pain feel like when you wasn't in position. Now you know how to keep that same energy where you continue to grow. You continue to build in a positive manner, and the people around you, you know how to pick them a little bit better. So it's always positive in any negative, but you got to see it. And you want to get comfortable being uncomfortable in life, because you're going to go through some things. It's just the way, it's how it works. You show me a person that never went through anything, I'll show you a liar. You show me a person who only have positive things going on, I'll show you somebody that's somewhere in their life a whole lot of negativity is there. It's impossible for you not to go through things. I don't care about your money. It's not just money. You can have, it's a lot of millionaires and billionaires in the cemetery. So it can't just be finances. That is a major key to it. Don't get it twisted. But that's not the only thing. And as we into this digital age where everything is based around, you know, your reputation, you know, and if you some type of public figure, oh, now they're going to check out your social medias. What type of creator are you? Artist are you? And we haven't even gotten to your credit yet. That's a whole nother thing. So, but for me to go into that, you need to go back and watch a lot of my other videos because I give you all the sauce, man. But it's important for you to accept where you at, but just understand this is only a stepping stone. This is only a step for me to get to the next level. But it's up to you to believe in that and control your emotions. Because you can be in the media, you never know. You could be talking to somebody that could be a CEO of a company, could be an investor that's looking to invest into whatever you have going on. But based on how you handle conversations, how you handle uncomfortable situations will determine your success. Do you feel me? So you got to remember that, you know? And your emotions. I can't stress that enough. Your emotions is the biggest key to this. Your emotions, especially, I will say this. If you someone that handle most of the finances in your household, in your relationship, whatever, it's important for you definitely to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because if you the one that bring the bread home, you the one that bring the bacon home, you the one, you know what I'm saying, that go get that bag, it's important for you to control your emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because if you the head of the household, whoever you are, if you the head of the household, it's important for you to have control of yourself. Because based on your movements, based on your emotions, how you control it, it can put you in a higher and a better situation, or it can bring you down and have you in a lower situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you have a business, you looking to expand your business. When you go to any bank or someone to invest, they're going to want to not only see the books and see, how the revenue is coming in and what your, debt to income ratio. They're going to see all that. But on top of all of that, they're going to communicate with you. They're going to have some questions for you. And based on how you handle those questions, based on how you respond, which in your emotion, it will affect if you get that loan, if you get that investor, huh? So that's why it's important to control your emotions. And on top of all that, if you fall, your whole kingdom fall. So that's why I say it's important for you to control your emotions. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? And see, that's another reason why I come on this mic and I try to give you a lot of my personal experiences, a lot of things that I have encountered in my life, and hopefully it's something, you know what I mean, you can appreciate. And if you like what I'm kicking, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, hit the little bell, get the notifications when I drop this ism on you. Because all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, hopefully some type of inspiration. Huh? Do you feel? You know? But it's really important. It's really important for you to understand that because when I talk to a lot of younger folks, you know what I'm saying? Always when they ask me, because I'm doing pretty well. I'm not rich or anything like that, but I'm doing okay. And they always ask me, they call me OG because I'm in my 40s, they're like early 20s. So I don't feel like I'm that old, but hey, that's the title they want to give me. All right, that's cool. But they always ask me, man, how you do this and how you do that? I be like, for one, man, you know what I'm saying? I didn't took a lot of L's. So now when it comes to spending, I can have Man, I can have 30,000 in the account in my checking account right now. But the way I live, it's like I don't have nowhere close to that in my bank account. You know what I'm saying? Like meaning I'm still shopping at discounted stores. Yeah, I go to high-end stores, but I don't spend all my money in those type of establishments. You know what I'm saying? I make my money stretch. You know what I'm saying? It's like just for instance, I'm gonna, use this for example. When I go to a retail store, Macy's or something like that, right? Yeah, I might buy something expensive, but I'm a mix in some type of Fashion Nova. I'm gonna mix in something that's a little bit cheaper to go along with that polo shirt or that polo jacket or whatever I'm buying that's expensive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna just go all out on what I consider just buying off the mannequin. You know what I'm saying? Where everything is just full price. Nah, bruh. Because the thing with me is remember those nights. I remember those times I was struggling. I remember when I was overspending, blowing the budget. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get check advances and all these crazy nonsense where I'm spending all this money on high interest rates. I remember those nights. So I can have a gang of money in my account, but my mentality is how can I keep that money, add on to that money, and spend the least amount. Do you feel? Because I can care less. Another thing too, I can care less what somebody else got to say about me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm wearing, then go buy my clothes. You feel me? You don't like what I'm driving, then go buy me a new car. Then you know what I'm saying? Hey man, I buy what I would like to buy. I buy what I can afford. I'm not trying to impress you. Now, if you like what I'm wearing, you like what I'm kicking, cool. That's good. But at the end of the day, I'm not going broke to please somebody else, huh? Especially with material things. No. Do you feel me? So I say that to just tell you this, be you, continue being yourself, build on top of that, and always be open to change if need be. Because this world is forever evolving and you have to adapt to the times. Now, I'm not saying you have to do crazy things. That ain't what I talk about. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying since everything is digital, everything is online, you have to get you have to adapt to what it is. You have to adapt to the online purchases. I buy a lot of my stuff online now. You know what I'm saying? Half of my clothes I buy off the online. I don't go to the mall that much. You know, 5, 10 years ago, I wasn't doing it like that, but that's how I am today. So I'm just using that for example. You have to adapt to the times, man, but still be true to yourself. But you got to evolve, man. You do not want to become a dinosaur in this world, man. Because you know what dinosaurs are at, right? They're extinct. Do you feel? So it's important. And on top of all of that, continue being you regardless what other people say, you know? Because who you are, you have to stand on what you believe in. And I'm never here to tell you what to do. I will tell you what my experiences were. And if you ask me, I'll give you my opinion. But I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to give you some tools. You choose to use them wisely, how you feel that's fit for you, and how you want to use it. Do you feel? Know what I'm saying? So that's what's very important. And it's like when it comes to people and their pain, you have to be careful because it's a lot of people that will be close to you that will they will try to bring their pain to you, you know, their insecurities, the things that they've been through in life. They will try to put that on you because mentally they haven't got over whatever they went through. That's why I said early on in this video, when somebody always got something negative to say about the next person, when somebody have something negative to say about what they don't like about this other individual, my comeback to that will always be, what is your issue? What do you don't like about yourself? Because if you out here popping and you got things going on and you trying to build and do this and do that, you don't have a lot of time to be worrying about what the next individual is doing. That's why I don't like when people be like, "Oh man, this person, they always doing this, they always doing that." Okay. Let them do them. How about you do you? How about you try to figure out a better way for you to get after whatever you trying to accomplish with yourself? Stop complaining about what others not doing for you or why others are in the way that's blocking your path. No. What you need to do is continue being great out here and build yourself up. And then eventually you'll be in position. Because I can't sit here and focus on the next man and what the next man is or ain't doing. Now, of course, we all want help at some point in some type of fashion. I'm not gonna say I don't. I do. But I'm not sitting around waiting for that help. I'm gonna go out there and pursue whatever I'm trying to get after. And if I get help along the way, I meet some good people along the way, cool, I'm down for that. But I'm not gonna sleep at my mama house until somebody come and help me. Nah, bro. I gotta get out here and get active in a positive way and make things happen. And if you're new to my channel, I talk about, getting out here working. I don't care where you work at. Are you working? Are you pursuing your dream? Are you putting yourself in position so you can get after whatever you want to do with your life? Like this world is too big for you to be worthless out here. Do you feel? You know? So that's very important, man. I'm not gonna be on here too long, but I had to come on here and drop something on this mic because I don't like a lot of this negativity that's going on these different social media sites. So I feel like it's my duty, regardless how many people watch. In my mind, mentally, it's my duty for me to come out here and put something in the universe that's positive, that's motivational, because I feel like that's just part of my daily duty for me to do this. You know, because just as much negativity out there, I want to be part of that crew that give you just as much positivity as much as it's negative out there. You know what I mean? So basically, as much negativity that comes out, I want just as much positivity, if not even more, being put out to curve a lot of that. Because I know somebody is going to watch this video and get what I'm saying. I know somebody is going to watch this and be like, man, I'm feeling Sean B. Stolen. And I like how he's giving me that motivation and helping me push myself to get to another level in life so I can be better for myself, my family, my community, whatever. because that's what it's about with me. It's about pushing this positivity, pushing P, huh? Talking about pushing positivity, huh? You know? So it's very important for you to understand that and understand yourself. Because if you know better, you what? Do better, huh? So that was just a little bit I want to kick. Kick. I know it's late tonight. Whenever you watch this on a playback, I appreciate the view. Anybody that watched this video, thank you for viewing me. I know it's a lot of YouTube channels out there, podcasts out there, but you here watching me. So I appreciate you. You know what I mean? Thank you. But it's important for you to try to keep your mental filled with positivity. Because believe it or not, when you about that positivity, you'll be surprised how other individuals will come to you in a positive manner and want to help you in some type of capacity. Doesn't necessarily have to be finances. It can just be in a good conversation. You know what I mean? Just give you that little piece of information that you maybe was looking for that day. You didn't even know. And this person come up to you and just say something positive to you, and it just helps catapult you to that next level, or just reassure you that you on the right path. You know what I mean? So continue pushing what you pushing in a positive way. And I personally believe you're going to get everything you want, but you have to stay dedicated long enough to see it. You need that dedication, discipline, and stay focused and have that go get it mentality. Do you feel? You know? And it's like, for me personally, I felt like that's what was missing in my life, as a young adult. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have no big homie. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a whole bunch of partners that was on that, positive mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely had humble beginnings. I grew up in the hood, but deep down inside, I knew that's not what I wanted. Even as a young adult, that street mentality was never for me. I always been a working man, and I'm happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stand on what I stand on. Just like you stand on whatever you stand on, I stand on my square as well. I always been a working man. I dibbled and dabbled on a few illegal things once upon a time, but I quickly figured out that wasn't the life for me. I seen the pain some of my relatives and close friends was going through, and I quickly got an understanding. This is not what I want. So I pivoted from that very early as a young adult. Was like, nah, I'm cool, bro. Nah, I'm cool, man. I'm not into the jail life. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? Killer life. I'm not into none of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say get an understanding of yourself. Because when you get an understanding of yourself, you start to curve certain things that you're just not about. That's what that means to me. When you start getting understanding of, you know what, I like to do this, I don't like to do that. I'd rather work than try to do some type of legal activity. Yeah, it's slow money, but I'll say this, slow money is better than no money any day. Do you feel me? So always remember that. And if anybody is telling you, you a square or you ain't real because you don't want to engage in some type of illegal activity, that ain't your friend. If somebody only come around you when it's time to have a good time, but when you need support, not just finance, but mental support or just somebody where you can be able to talk to, and they claim to be your best friend or your partner that been there once you day one. If they can't do any of that, but they only there to celebrate with you, that's not your friend. And if they talking behind your back, do I have to say it? Do you feel? You know, it's like there's a terms and conditions in everything you do in life, whether you will accept that or not. Pretty much in anything you do. If you're in a relationship, bills have to be paid. Agreements have to be made on whatever y'all trying to do together, right? That's a term and condition. So, what do you want to do and who do you want to be? See, that's the question that has to be answered, and only you can answer that, you know? Because once you can answer some questions similar to that, that's when you can start moving accordingly to what you're trying to get after. Because if you don't know how you see yourself or how you want to see yourself in life, you're going to have some problems. Because, like they always say, a person with no standards will pretty much stand for anything. They will be down for anything because you don't have a standard. Better yet, if you don't have a standard with your work ethics, you're gonna work somewhere where somebody gonna have you work for their standards. Do you feel? So you gotta understand that. And understand you're gonna go through some ups and downs. Basically, that's that pain. Ups, downs, pain, and your emotional how you handle those uncomfortable situations. The more you have control of that, the more you have more control of your life. The more you have control on your destiny. The more you have an understanding on how you need to treat things when you can control your emotions and how you face things. And like I say, get comfortable being uncomfortable and accept that and continue pushing out here. And if you're dealing with somebody that can't see it your way, or better yet, somebody that just can't allow you to be you, That's somebody that's not meant to be with you. Because I feel like this. I tell my lady this all the time. She'll tell me she have things she want to do, and I'm like, okay, well, what steps have you been doing to put yourself in positions to make this happen? Because my thing is, all I want to hear or see from you is your passion. Like, give me that passion, that dedication. Let me tell me what you want to do and how you pursuing it. Don't just talk about it. What steps have you taken to get you to your goal? That's what I want to hear. Because I'm gonna support you. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's with me, I'm gonna support you. Not everything maybe may not be finances, but I'm gonna support you mentally and positively. On a positive side, oh yeah, you want to do this? Yeah, that'll be a good look for you. I'll try to critique the best way I know how, but I'm not going to just say, "Oh no, that's not you. You sure you want to do that? Everybody doing that." No, I'm gonna try to find a positive in whatever you trying to do, and find a way for me to help you in some type of capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that type of friend. I'm not gonna sit here and talk about all the negativity that comes with that or the possibility that you're going to have to deal with. Yeah, of course, you want to handle yourself, in a constructive constructive manner, but at the same time, when you're trying to build something, you don't want somebody just continuously just telling you negative stuff all the time. Like, "Oh, you want to do this? Why you want to do that? Oh, you thinking about doing that? Well, I heard so and so was already doing it." Well, so what? That's not me though. That's not my sauce being put on it. So you either gonna roll with me or I'm gonna have to roll without you. Do you feel? It's about that time. I'm gonna have to shut it down. So I appreciate everybody that watched this channel, watched this video, because I try to bring to you something just a little bit different than what you used to, a point of view that's a little bit different than what most individuals do. So I try to put my own little twist on it. So I hope you appreciate my content. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You can leave a comment, you can share it. It's cool. you know? But yeah, I do appreciate anybody that watch my channel, whether you watch my short videos, long videos, or just my shorts in general. I appreciate you. I am Sean B. Stola. Until next time, peace.